How can you use body language to become a stronger, more confident, more persuasive public speaker? How do you get people to listen, really listen, when you're speaking or presenting? We'll discuss 5 tips for using your body language to help, not hinder you as a public speaker. These 5 tips will help you connect with your audience and create memorable, engaging presentations. Before we dive in, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. For the next few months, my colleagues and I at the Management Communication Center at the University of Florida will be posting tips on workplace communication. By subscribing, you can keep up with what's going on at UF's Warrington College of Business. Let's get started with those 5 tips. First, use eye contact to your advantage. Look at your audience members in the eyes to connect with them and establish a relationship. Ideally, you'll want to have a meaningful connection, which takes about 2 to 3 seconds. Eye contact conveys trust and credibility. Choose different parts of the room, such as connecting with someone on the left side, on the right side, then in the middle, so everyone in the audience feels included. When it comes to presenting in body language, nothing beats good eye contact with the audience. Complement your engaging eye contact with our second tip. Use a friendly, conversational tone. Your audience will appreciate vocal variety. For example, make sure you go up in tone when you want to emphasize a point and down in tone at the ends of your sentences. Also, vary your speaking rate. For example, use a slower pace for complex information,
or a faster pace to reflect enthusiasm.
To keep your audience engaged and your presentation dynamic, avoid being monotone. If you are monotone, the audience's energy will likely diminish. Make sure your voice matches the content of your presentation and the syntax of your sentences. Your voice is a powerful tool that can help engage your audience. Our third tip is to avoid closed-off body language. What does this really mean? Avoid stepping back from your audience. Avoid bad posture or narrow stances. We don't want to look like we're closing in and shrinking away. Avoid holding and settling your arms or hands above your body or across your body. This body language closes you off to your audience and will likely make you look and feel nervous. Instead, use open body language, which is our 4th tip. To convey confidence, take a step towards your audience when you start to present. Have a strong stance with your feet about shoulder width apart and good posture. Make sure to avoid swaying and rocking and pacing. These motions can distract from your presentation and convey nervousness. We want to remain open and receptive to our audience, so keep your arms and hands at your sides when you're not gesturing. Remember to smile too. Speaking of gesturing, let's move on to our 5th tip. Use gestures. Gestures can be powerful. They reinforce your words. They allow you to focus your energy, and they can be compelling. Research tells us 3 important things about gestures. If we use gestures, we're more persuasive to our audience, we have an easier time remembering our presentation, and we ensure that our audience recalls more of what we said. Let's focus on using 2 types of gestures. Use descriptive gestures to show what you're saying, such as a big problem, or we need to reduce costs. Use emphatic gestures to bring attention to certain words or points, such as we can save 20%, or we must act quickly. Use gestures to emphasize your points, enhance your presentation, and engage your audience. Try out these 5 body language tips to take your presentations to the next level. If these tips have worked for you, or if you have other great tips to share, let us know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to learn more ways to improve your workday by communicating like an expert. Keep an eye out for more communication tips from me and my colleagues at the University of Florida's Management Communication Center.